Assalamualaikum, my name is Fatin Ainur Huda Binti Ahmad Fauzi. So first of all, I will talk about the introduction of the issue. The issue that we focus is all about toilet issue. This is because toilet issues are one of the biggest issues in some country. We decided to focus on the issue of millions of Africans still lack of toilet access. By doing our research, we found out that the country in Africa, which is Kenya, facing with this problem. We also discovered one area in Kenya, which is Kibera, located in Nairobi, Kenya, is the largest urban slum in Africa. As we know that population in this area live in low income in terms of overcrowding and lack of basic services such as lack of sanitation facilities. The people in the area facing with no direct access to toilet. People in the area still practice the open defecation due to the issue that we focusing on, which is lack of toilet access. This can lead to poor sanitation and many people die because this situation threatens their health. Other than that, for many years, Kibera has been associated with flying toilets phenomena. The ground, dumping sites and drainage trenches are littered with plastic bags filled with human waste. These plastic bags are one of the sanitation solutions in the slum. However, the residents also use pit toilet that has been built by themselves for human waste. Each of the pit toilet is shared by up to 50 families and above. They are also majority of them prefer to open defecate due to the no sewage system and no direct water supply. Last but not least, the issue that has been discussed just now can cause to the environmental issue because it causes untreated human waste to enter the environment, which can pollute and has the potential to spread serious illness such as cholera, hepatitis, polio and typhoid. The resulting risk will vary from region to region. This implicates in environmental degradation that instantly affect health and quality of life. This will cause many diseases and chronic disorder to spread, which could cause severe illness and even death. That's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Binti LIAS, and I will be presenting about the factors that influence the issue to arise. Most, lack of access to clean water. In Kenya, it is hard for them to build toilets as they are unable and struggle to connect to pipe water infrastructure. They also face with multiple water crises such as forest degradation, floods, population growth, and others. Their area also was surrounded by human waste, food waste, chemicals, and others that will contaminate their water resources. I even watched a video from a YouTube that interviewed the villagers there and on how they go to the toilet and are they comfortable with this. According to the Ministry of Health Statistics, most of the Kenyans practice open defecation in bushes, forests or grasslands, which can give a big impact towards the land and their source of clean water. That is why they struggle with to obtain it is lack in spreading awareness. Spreading awareness should be an easy option and solution to any issue that arises, but in Kenya case, it is difficult since it's a rural area and their culture where they believe that open defecation is a traditional, habitual and part of their daily life routine. This means they have their own beliefs where they believe that it is up to them on how they want to relieve themselves. As I will quote a saying by the participant from the social norms group said that some people may have a toilet but are not used to going to the toilet. It depends on how a person was brought up. If he is used to go to the bush, he will still go to the bushes. Because of their culture and their beliefs, it is hard for the governmental and non-governmental agencies to spread any campaign that aims to increase their awareness about the importance of hygiene, toilets, clean water, sanitation and others. Thirdly, poor management supply. The reason why Kenya, Africa always lack daily basis of water is because of the development of water resources that is related towards the increasing of the population there. According to the government of Kenya, National Water Development Report of 2006, Kenya's water resource was mismanaged through growing population, where it is one of the biggest issue there, since the population will give impact towards the water supply. Besides that, the increasing of degradation towards rivers, lakes, wetlands and others also influence the factor of poor management supply, because the villagers there do not have toilets and they were forced to use brushes and other instruments in order to do their business, while dumping the waste in the river and other water resource, which will make it harder for them to acquire clean water for their daily life. Not to mention, the private investor also are not willing to provide water services in Kenya that gave them an impact towards lack of clean water. The main reason why the private investors do not provide water services is because they know that Kenya financials has not been stable. The last one is lack of sanitation in Kibera. The lack of clean water in Kibera is also one of the reasons why it led towards poor sanitation. Kibera faces the problem of inadequate water supplies to complete their daily activities, such as preparing food, laundry, wash the utensils, and especially to urinate and others. Usually, the villagers in Kibera will obtain the water from the rain, where they will dig the land as shallow as they can to fill it up. People there will use latrines to urinate, and they are famous with their toilets, or known as flying toilets, which means they will dump the waste inside plastic bags and casually throwing it away. This to be said that Kibera has not permanently installed any toilets, which means they do not have toilets. They use latrines that will be shared by few families.
My name is ATIQAH SYAZWANI, and I will proceed with the initiative that has been done to overcome the issue arise. The initiative that has been done to prevent lack of access to water is by introducing the Water Project. The Water Project is a non-profit organization dedicated to ensuring that everyone in Africa has the ability to access clean water. This is because the organization aims to provide clean water to Kenyans, since Kenyans lack access to clean water. The Water Project has mentioned that having access to clean water leads to improvement in education, hunger, poverty and health. In addition, access to clean water can reduce hunger because it is necessary to have a sustainable source of food. So next, the initiative that has been done to spread awareness is by introducing the People's School program. This program can spread awareness indirectly to the students about how important to stay hygiene and clean. One of the parents who was interviewed said that she was happy that this program could be implemented because she did not have to worry about her children studying at the school. This shows that this program runs smoothly and also can spread awareness to the parents too. With the existence of the People's School program, it can ensure that the children in this school program get better health, fulfill their educational aspirations, and also allow the children to have a bigger and brighter future.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur and HANIS. So I'm gonna talk about the third initiative, which is aerial pipe water supply system. It is launched in 2016, which helped to improve water solution and to provide clean water in Kiberia, Nairobi, Kenya. The idea and technology administered by Shining Hope for Community, SHOFCO. The aim was to stop people to continue drinking contaminated water, which has been one of the problem that caused people around Kenya to suffer disease related with stomach. This technology received water supply from the Nairobi City Water and Sewerage Company, NCWSC, and then distributed by SHOFCO. So this water supply system working by allow pipe water to flow in the air above the houses, and then the water was sent directly to the water vending machine. This will spread the clean water and dirty water that flowing on the ground. So the system will reduce the chance of water contamination. Furthermore, in 2019, they have enhanced the system to make by making it automatic vending water, which they no longer had to queue too long, and it is much easier. So the last but not least is eco toilet. It is a transformative idea that's bring out the better and secure life-changing life in Kibera. So the idea was created under Ecotech Enterprise of Social Company. It is set up in 2007. The aim was to provide accessible sanitation and hygiene in metropolitan areas in Kenya. So it is founded by one of the citizens in Kenya, named David Korea, and the concept that it holds is a public-private partnership using build, operate, and transfer model where Ecotech take a contract in a long terms with the municipals. This is where he builds and operates a public shower, toilet facilities, and each customer need to pay 6 cents to use the facilities. It is a sustainable business venture that offers a return investment and at the same time give hygienic place and comfortable for the users. It ensures its cleanliness, safety, and comfort to their customer. It provides a multiple bedroom, and each contains sinks, toilet, shower, soap, and the clean water for their user. In addition, they also put a social aspect into it, which to add two more stations, which to add the varieties of the small store to serve buy and sell product such as salons, shine shoes, drink, food, and more other products, and also a station for electronic money transfer. So after the implementation of eco toilet, people around started to use and adapt to it, as they found it contradict to the toilet that they used before, which is not safe. It is dark, dangerous, and also the place that used for the drug dealers for to rob and more. So after the 5-year implementation of the eco toilet, it has reached 10 million people who use it around Kenya in 2011 and start to expand continuously, and also start to offer job opportunity and employ workers in their community. So their name after that have become reached out the world throughout the success to solve one of the huge and conflict issues in the Kenya. So the idea also have reached a lot of international achievement and praise from the world, and also start to expand their serve to serve eco toilets in Uganda, Tanzania, and Zanzibar.
Despite all the initiative that has been done, there are still some challenges that they need to face while solving the main issue in Kenya and Kibera. Firstly, in the water project, the challenge that they need to face is population growth. Even though Kenya's fertility rate is less than half of what it was decades ago, the country's population is nonetheless expanding quickly. This is because women are having fewer children, but there are more families having children, which is due to Kenya's high fertility rates in the past. So, the population expansion that is still occurring in Kenya is a significant obstacle to the objective of providing comprehensive water access for everyone by the year 2030, which was predicated on the water project. Kenyans are the third worst in Africa for drinking tainted water. As an example, an estimated 9.4 million individuals in sub-Saharan Africa drink polluted water. In addition, there are around 5 million people in Kenya who use open defecation. Only 14% of Kenyans have access to soap and water in their homes for hand washing. Secondly, low usage of people bags is one of the challenges that they need to face. This happens because, for reasons of privacy and status, teachers prefer the ancient pit latrines. They dislike interacting with students. The majority of the teachers request their own cabin. In addition, to save money, the kids use one people more than once. When the donor ultimately opted to cover all costs, they observed a 100% increase in usage. Simply put, it means that the schools were unable to fund it. However, the school continues to cover the expense of the kids' soap, tissue, and cleaning the cabins. Thirdly, the challenge that they need to face in establishing the National Water Conservation and Pipeline Corporation is groundwater prospecting in Kenya has been hazardous and expensive. Methods for prospecting and extraction can include hydrogeological studies, geophysical surveys, remote sensing evaluations, and the simple method of examining already existing well sites in the area and the depths and characteristics. These methods can vary depending on the desired water quality and its intended use. Due to a lack of knowledge about the ideal locations for hydrogeological exploration and borehole drilling, groundwater prospecting in Kenya has been haphazard and expensive. Numerous dry boreholes have been drilled as a result of drilling in locations where the potential for groundwater was unknown. Last but not least, the ownership of land and encouraging behavioral changes are the challenges in the eco-tax, eco-toilet that they need to face. According to Korea, encouragement of behavioral changes in slum inhabitants, however, is significantly more difficult and requires a costly and protracted campaign in 2010 that resulted in 19,352 persons, 52% washing their hands with soap, earning them a place in the Guinness Book of World Records. In conclusion, the solution gives a positive impact on solving the issues arise as it can enhance and slowly leads to a better life. The public also must give a cooperation together with the NGOs, government on any program or activity that have been set up for them. The initiative carried out a lot of benefit for the people in Kenya in order to meet their needs, because water is one of the important things for a healthy life. With clean water, the community can avoid any disease.